There's increasing worry that Donald Trump is making decisions about life-saving medical equipment and where it ends up going based on political favors and whether or not various states or various lawmakers have been loyal and friendly to him. Now, the latest case has to do with the ventilators that were sent to Colorado. Now, the governor of Colorado had requested 10,000 ventilators, which is an insane amount of ventilators. Let's just keep it real. But they just could not get the Trump administration to send them any ventilators until Senator Cory Gardner, a very vulnerable Republican senator in that state, called Donald Trump and requested them himself. Now, understand, if you're a vulnerable lawmaker and you're worried about losing your seat, you want anything to brag about. And once Cory Gardner was able to secure the 100 ventilators that Trump gave him, he went on to brag about it. So let's listen to that bragging right now.
I know that there's been an exchange with the president and you this morning. The president sent a tweet a short time ago saying that per your request, Senator Gardner, that he is immediately sending 100 ventilators to your state. You responded a big thank you to the president for that and assistance from the National Guard. So first to the medical supplies. Are you short on supplies? Why was the request in for the ventilators?
You know, we have a request in for ventilators because of that anticipated surge under the model that Colorado is using. The governor has been searching for ventilators. FEMA has also been searching for ventilators. I talked to the president last night about the Colorado need for ventilators. And of course, I'm very thankful that he provided that last night. We're going to continue to work with the president for more and continue to meet Colorado's needs. But I think it's just a sign that we are making sure we're fighting for Colorado. We're standing up for all of our states.
So I just want to note that Representative Diana DeGette, who is also a lawmaker from Colorado, is like, hey, our governor asked for ventilators, couldn't get them. Why is it that Cory Gardner had to get involved to make this happen? And so she said that President Donald Trump's announcement that he would send 100 ventilators to Colorado smacks of a political favor to vulnerable GOP Senator Cory Gardner after the federal government had not fulfilled the delegation's request for the devices. DeGette said that while she wants the state to get every ventilator it can, the process employed by the White House shows that the president appears to be doing or doling out the ventilators to his allies at a time when the virus is affecting people of all political persuasions, obviously all over the country. And she also said, it seemed that way to me, meaning that it was political. DeGette said when asked if it appeared to be political or a political favor to Gardner, and she says, I was totally outraged.
Okay, this story gets a lot worse. So Colorado is desperately trying to find these ventilators because now cases are exploding in Colorado, especially in Denver. And the Republicans and Democrats in the state, including the Democratic governor and the Republican senator here, Cory Gardner, say, hey, we're all going to work together. We're going to put politics aside and try to get help for the state of Colorado. So that's a great beginning. Is that how it turned out? No. Now, it turns out Polis, the governor, got 500 ventilators. He found 500 ventilators, bought them. Then the federal government, FEMA, steps in and goes, no, you're not allowed to buy those ventilators. We're going to take them instead. Mm-hmm. So they take them. Then Trump makes a big show out of giving 100 of the 500 to Colorado, but only through Cory Gardner. Then Cory Gardner goes on TV, and of course Fox News helps him with this propaganda and doesn't tell you the truth about what actually happened. And Gardner goes, can you believe, in a very fake, humble way that you just saw, I got 100 ventilators for the state of Colorado, and it was because of Donald Trump and Gardner are so great. No, the state of Colorado got 400 ventilators less because of Cory Gardner and Donald Trump. This is why people hate politicians.
100%. It's not typical dirty politics where people are looking for their own personal gain grosses people out already. But we're talking about a life and death situation, right? We're talking about people suffering in the middle of a pandemic. And to see the administration do everything they're doing based on political favors and whether or not Donald Trump's ego has been stroked enough is devastating. Because what they're communicating here is that your life doesn't matter, right? All you are is something to, trade depending on whether or not it's a political benefit for the administration. Like, people are literally dying because they can't breathe due to this virus, and Trump doesn't care. If you have the misfortune of living in a state that happens to have lawmakers who haven't been friendly to Trump, you better hope not to contract this virus, because you're less likely to get the help you need. You're less likely to have access to the medical supplies and equipment you need. If you have the misfortune of being a healthcare provider or professional in a state that Donald Trump doesn't like, you're probably not going to have as much access to the protective gear that you need. This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah. And guys, think about the concept too. First, quick side note. Andrew Romanoff is a wonderful progressive candidate running for that Senate seat. You should support him. It's very important that progressives win seats like that. Okay, now the other devastating part of this. What the federal government is doing, and you could see it in the story, is instead of helping the states, they're going around grabbing all the material that those states need and not allowing them to buy it, so that Trump could then hoard all that material and give it out based on his politics and who he favors and disfavors. So instead of the federal government being a helpful conduit for fighting the disease for all those states, they're doing the exact opposite. They're taking from the states and then giving only based on politics. It's like a worst case scenario. So when you see Donald Trump in those press conferences talking about, hey, look, the state's got to do this. They should have planned. We're only a supplement. No, he's actively, in cases like that, fighting against the states for his own political advantage. It's absolutely disgusting.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.